That's us.
All right. So to give a brief recap of the last session, which started off with a rather not so brief recap. Then you saw in the middle of the square as you entered into the town and the festivals. Across the square was a Goliath that you had recognized, Gansereg. And he was the Goliath who had previously made a deal with Raylark, and then you had to rescue him as per a deal he made with Skarackington from execution. Anyway, you had seen him across the square and met up with him to briefly discuss where you the situation here, where you found out that it had been 3 years since you had last seen him, or at least by his reckoning, it had been 3 years. He pointed out that you were wanted for quite some time, revealing a wanted poster that had been covered by a bunch of signs and other posters on the wall, and that this was a bounty put forth by the Clydell that had guided you previously when their members went missing, because they were accusing you of their murder. Then he took you to the Temple of Death, where, thanks to a particular garment, Skarackington was now finally able to approach. And you met up with Sendrin, who had been in prison for most of that time during the 3 years, and was now working on a translation of a book he received from Jeanette when he asked her for more information about what was going on. And he was working on that translation with a recent arrival in the city. What was your name again? Sorry. Your character?
Jakar.
Jacques. Yeah, Jakar. So, Jakar, and then Jakar offered you to show you the city because of all the festivities in progress for the Festival of the Triad. And while you were there, he pointed out the Council of Archmages, a floating island in the sky above the city. Raylark intended to fly there before he was cautioned against it. And as he came back down to the group, you were approached by a dragonborn that you had seen casting a spell previously. He walked up. Only Fenton was able to understand him when he said this, because both he could hear him and it was in Draconic, as he said, "Vengeance for the vengeance for the Azure Queen." And then he released a lightning breath into the group of you, which is, on screen right now, just as a reminder of what happened. So at this point, go ahead and roll initiative for me, please.
I don't think something's gone wrong there.
What do you think went wrong?
It's coming up as 5.16.
Yes, so the 0.16 is a tiebreaker. You have 16 dexterity. And so that's
right.
Yeah.
I see.
I have your sheet just set up to roll tiebreakers. I didn't do that on theirs.
Right.
Car. And let me actually get Raylark's character sheet opened up here.
I'm just here trying to figure out how to make Fenton hate Azure. just just purely because of Microsoft. But
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
like, why would he hate Azure? There's a reason for it.
Oh, Raylark is first. Okay, sort that. All right. So he has released this blast of energy, which I believe only two of you managed to save, Skarakington and Jakar. And so everyone else took the full force of that. So Fenton is up first. If you'd like me to just play his turn, I can do that.
Fly in the air and shoot him. I guess this makes sense.
Yeah. So take off into the air. Let's say 3 tiles up. So he's 15 feet up and he moved back 10 feet, takes a shot with the short bow.
Frank, what have I done? Oh, shit. Right. Sorry. Go on.
18 would hit. Why is it 18? Where's he
Sorry, I
getting
need
that
to
plus
reload.
2? Oh, he has an archery fighting style. That's right. And then he would probably use his... He had a portal thing, right? A planar warrior thing that every time he hit...
Oh, no.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's something that adds force damage.
Yeah. As a bonus action, choose a creature within 30 feet. And when you hit it with a weapon attack, all damage becomes force and he deals an extra 1d8.
Is that a like once per day, once per
round, because it takes his
Okay.
bonus action to do it.
Once
Yeah,
per
okay.
lifetime.
But he can just keep doing that. He can just keep doing that.
He does the planar warrior thing.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I think Gaius got to that point and then we stopped playing. Or then he died. Yeah,
Classic
that's what it was.
Gaius.
It was that was a double damage or double HP damage. I died instantly.
Oh. What hit you for that? How much?
An ogre, I think.
It was Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek got me.
All right, Skarakington, you're up.
What does this guy look like?
He is a dragonborn, blue purple scale tone to him. Stands quite large with heavy armor.
Heavy armor. Did I take it? Was it this character? No heat metal.
Yes, it is like a plate mail is what I believe he's wearing. Let me check his character sheet.
I don't have that. I said I didn't take it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Oh, what's my movement? 30. Right, I'm gonna move 5, 10. What's this?
That is a pile of wood on the ground. It's a small pile that you could stand on top of if you needed to.
Okay, I'm gonna go 10, 15. Yeah, that's pretty clear. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on him.
Oh.
And
okay.
as I do that, I say
Ali Akbar.
and then I'm going to cast this is one
Detonate?
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
So-
a classic miss.
Yeah, an 8
Oh,
will
it's
not
fair.
hit. Sorry.
If it's less than 10, I automatically assume it misses. So yeah, that is my turn. Actually, I might even move because I guess presume I can move again. So I'll move one more square onto the wood. That's me.
All right. Next is Fenton.
I don't really remember how I use my abilities, but just looking at my cantrips, I have Thorn Whip. So I'm going to use Thorn Whip.
You cast Goodberry.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
You probably do have, because you would normally.
Oh, he
end
is
each
wearing
day.
plate. He's wearing plate.
He's wearing plate.
Ooh. Well, that could be
Nah,
fun.
just cast Goodberry.
Well, I have heat
Oh,
metal.
nice.
Oh,
Is it prepared though? Unsure.
Yeah, because I'm just using whatever I had prepared before.
It is prepared. It is prepared. So I'm just gonna paste the text here so I can understand what it is.
yes. So if you heat his armor,
Yep.
he has to then take time to try and doff that armor. Otherwise, he continuously takes damage.
Doffing armor takes a long time, by the way.
Yes, it does.
Maybe he's like one of these dragons where it's like, this is my thing. My power level is 9,000. Nah, he's an electric one. He'll get fucked.
If he's wearing the object and takes damage from it, they must succeed on a con save or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn. Alright, so I'm going to cast Heat Metal on this guy.
Nice.
Because it is range spell.
Yeah, I'm looking up right now any errata for heat metal on suits of armor just to be sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Because it's kind of OP.
Right, if it's a 10-minute doff, that's basically an instant kill. So full doffing is not required. You can remove parts of the armor.
Okay. Yeah.
But it still takes time.
If he does that, how is his AC affected?
So I would count it as not wearing the armor at that point. So he is no longer fully armored. Let's say you heat his chest plate and he's able to just unstrap that.
Pun not intended.
Then pun fully intended. No.
I'm just that witty. Give me some credit.
But
Yeah,
yes,
I
then
mean,
he's basically got a huge exposed area.
Yeah, that's probably what I would target. So, because that is like the largest
Single plate.
Even if he has pads underneath,
right?
Like that would be the main focus. So I think that's just a cast, right?
Yeah, that's just one action. Concentration.
That's just concentration. So 2d8 fire damage. Let me cast it. Spells. Wait. Where is it? Heat metal. Level 2. 14 fire.
So that is a guaranteed 14 damage.
Yep. And the con save is
to drop it, which you can't.
No. Yeah, so it automatically has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Right. Instant failure because it's armor.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. And then you can use your bonus action each subsequent turn to continue heating the metal.
Yep.
Jakar.
Okay. I am going to point at him. I'm going to put a baleful curse on him.
There's no holding back to this guy.
Ooh.
Can you paste the text for that one? I don't remember. Baleful curse. Thank you. Oh, that one. Yes.
Yeah. And I don't think I have to make any rolls. I think it's just on him.
Yeah, so he is just cursed now.
All right, and then I'm just going to close the gap into him. and hit him with my short sword.
Hmm. At this point, he is still wearing the armor, so
That's fine.
even if it's heated, it's still there.
So short sword is
18
18?
hits.
18. I think that automatically rolled the damage there. So that's 7 and 2.
Yes, plus you. I thought there
Plus
was
my
a,
con
oh,
mod, I think. Or no, not con, charisma.
it did add your charisma, so the roll was a 3 plus 4 for charisma. And okay, so it's only you can roll a crit on a 19, but your roll was actually a 12.
Right.
Yes,
What's the radiant damage?
from his sword.
Oh, okay.
Is he?
Yes, his sword it doesn't have the same bonus damage as like a +2 weapon.
Right.
It instead has a secondary damage type.
Yep.
So, all right. So that's 9. And he is still standing, but he is very, very clearly hurt. He didn't expect such a response immediately.
Okay, that'll be my turn. I think I'll stick where I'm at.
All right.
Being threatened.
It's his turn, and the heat metal doesn't do anything at the start of his turn. It looks like it's only when you use your action.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Okay. All right. Yes. So he's actually going to charge in, circling around you, Jakar, to this point. And his
Wait,
attention is
which direction did he go? To the left?
to the left.
Okay.
Was it Q? There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Yep. His attention seems to be very focused on Skarakington at this point. And he is going to cast another spell. Can everyone but Raylark make a Constitution saving throw?
Ooh.
All right. So as he runs toward you, he glares at you, like I said, Skarakington, and then he immediately explodes with a thunderous boom.
Oh, yeah, Ali Akbar, me? How cute. What discrimination is this?
And as he does that, where's 90 feet?
Shit.
Hold on. Let me
He's
scroll.
taking
Everyone
out the whole
dies.
city.
Let's see. 90 feet gets me there.
It's a giant crater like in Lockdown.
My soil samples.
And
Definitely started with a weird sciencey geology kind of feel. And now we're just launching up.
Soil.
I mean,
Ali
there was a
Akbar.
little bit of that in the beginning too. Yes. So he runs
He
forward.
died? Oh, he actually
And
died.
No. And as he explodes with a thunderous boom, he seems to vanish into the effect of the sound, like his body scatters. And let's see.
He burst into meat.
Oh. Oh, no, that says willing creature. You're not a willing creature. Okay, so everyone who failed the save, which is a DC 16, so that's going to be Skarakington and Jakar. You're going to take 20 thunder damage.
Oh, I'm done.
I'm down.
And anyone who succeeded takes 10. That's
10.
Fenton takes 10.
Okay, that's a fortuitous number.
Oh, how much did you have left?
1 after
Yes.
that.
And then Scrackington, are
Nope.
you still up?
Okay.
Okay, so you're down as well. And I'm going to have Fenton and Raylark make perception checks. Fenton, yours is just good enough that you noticed this was not simply an explosion, but that his body seemed to be moving in a certain direction as the shockwave was unleashed, but you're not quite sure what direction he moved in.
Okay.
And you're also aware that actually, go ahead and make a saving throw for your spell concentration.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Failed.
Yeah, so that failed. So you're not sure if he's still alive at this point because your spell has dropped.
Yeah.
All right. And it is Raylark's turn. He's just seen both of you get blown up from the air. He does not appear to have any potions, but he is able to, I believe, cast Cure Wounds, thanks to an amulet of health that he's got.
I remember how we got that.
Oh, amulet of Cure Wounds. Sorry, not the amulet of health. No, I do remember him getting that. It stores 1 charge, and then it has a 1 in 6 chance of being destroyed when he uses it.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that was from the incident.
The incident.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That's exactly where it is from.
The self-defense occasion.
The self-defense, yes. We've had many incidents. I wasn't sure which one.
Fair.
All right, so what would... I'll let you vote on what he does. Does he give chase? Does he check on you?
Did Raylark see?
He did not.
Well,
He doesn't. He wasn't able to perceive.
Well, there's no reason to give chase if you can't see anything.
Okay. Yeah, so
You would prioritize healing Scarackington, I would assume.
yeah, so have Raylark come and heal Scarackington. I can get Jacques.
So Benton and Scarackington, can you make a quick history check just to see if you remember things from earlier sessions?
Yeah, I remember this.
History.
Do I need to roll it? Because I kind of remember.
Okay, if you remember, you don't need to. So, Benton, you don't remember this. I'll roll it for Raylark.
Well, sure, it's just knowledge, because even if we don't remember as players, like it should be.
Yeah. So you remember that you've tried to cast Cure Wounds on Scarackington before, and it didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
That was a long time ago. I just didn't know if you... Because that was like session 4.
It was either Cure Wounds or Healing Word, and it did not.
So you wouldn't do that.
So it's... I asked Raylark to come heal Jock. And I'm going to shove a good berry down. Can I try to get a good berry down Scarackington's?
You could try to slip it under the mask and...
Yeah,
I don't know the design of your mask, Scarackington. Is he able to get a good...
I guess, yeah. That? Is there a way to do that?
Yeah, you mean you can smoosh it in, like you're crushing it, it's turning it into juice.
I could make good berry juice. Well, I have a herbalism kit, so presumably there's a way I can just make a juice out of it.
Yeah, that would work.
And yes,
So, yeah.
that will work.
And I've basically, so I remember, I think I established it with you that essentially any spells I have at the end of the day, I cast like Goodberry to get up to 20.
Yes, that was in
So-
fact the established number was 20.
Yeah, I have it in my resources. So I'm going to make like a juice out of, no, well, because there's limited time.
I want a smoothie.
So
Well, you could take a couple of them and crush them together, and then just like
Yeah.
drip. Yeah.
So I'm just going to do that with like
Waterboard me with these
Mhm.
these berries.
Yes. So I'll do that with like 2 of them. Just try to get him conscious
I like
again.
to think my mask is like, because I don't think I've ever explained it. It's like a mask, but it's just like it's like a face, but like it's like, you know, like a clay like a mask, but it's like
that was supposed
has
to be
a face, but it has a mouth
GM.
with like a little square thing. So you're like pushing these berries into this hole.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I meant to GM roll that. one.
I died. You can hide it from me, but you can't hide it from the broadcast.
It was a decision roll, so you don't know what it means. All right, and then for Raylark, casting Cure Wounds, you regain 5 hit points. Jock,
I presume we're not in turn order here, because this is how.
not at the moment. You're kind of taking all of your turns together. Oh yeah, it cycles through.
So once he's conscious, if I can get him the good berries, then I'll give him another like 10. Like,
Once
hey,
he gets back,
yeah,
he can
So,
eat
yeah,
10 berries,
yeah.
however long that takes.
So at least have 12 hit points, but well, theoretically, I don't know. I don't know if it heals him.
Well, you do know that the good berry juice brought him back to consciousness.
Okay, that's good then. That's
Yes.
good. So the good berries are fine. We just need we need to find the magical item that lets him get healed or something. No.
But that does tell it
We
is a
found the
piece of
plot armor
information.
for the Temple of Death, so that's good. Sendrin had that.
You know, these
No,
things were
I'm-
there. These
I'm
things
just-
were actually there a long time ago.
Oh, they
It's
were.
just-
Yeah, I'm mostly teasing, but like,
Yeah, if you go back and look at some of our older sessions, I'm very like specific. Like, how are you doing this?
hmm yeah, and I do not touch his arm, by the way.
I assume you avoid his left hand at all costs.
Yeah.
Normal interaction.
How did Quentin get along?
Oh, actually, we don't have him on the map.
He'd be tucked into my hood at the time the person attacked.
Right. So,
I think I have a familiar too. I just
you haven't
forgot all
summoned it.
about it.
It's your flame spirit, and so it uses one of your spell slots.
no. I also have a familiar.
Oh, you do?
I'm pretty sure.
So let's put him there. Well, he's supposed to be a bat, but yeah.
I want them to both fight like Pokemon.
That's the token I've got. That's the most bat-like thing I've got.
It's like the bat from that Fern Gully thing. It sounds like Robin Williams. Yeah, he does a rap, the Batty rap. The name is Batty. The logic gets erratic. I'm not going to do. I don't even know the whole thing.
Yeah, I
Alright.
don't remember where it comes from, but I have Find Familiar.
You probably just have that as a druid spell.
No, it's different. I just don't remember.
Let's see.
I'm trying to figure out what circle. Oh, okay, Wildfire Spirit.
Wildfire.
Yeah.
Is that the bat rat? We're not going to play that now because TOS.
It's not by Disney. I don't know who made it.
Okay. Alright. Wildfire. Let me see if you have.
Yeah, I don't remember where
You
it
do-
comes from.
yep. Wild Companion. You gain the ability to summon a spirit that assumes an animal form. As an action, you can expend a wild shape to cast the Find Familiar spell.
Right, yes.
That's why I
That's
thought
what
it
it
was part of
is.
your wild shape.
Yeah.
Because I let you use the optional features.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it's Tasha's.
Yeah, that's Tasha's optional feature.
Yeah.
But you said it was something you wanted to do.
Hmm.
Like, go for it.
Yeah, I like having familiars. I just always forget about them. So.
All right. So, Scrackington, while you were away, Fenton passed you 10 good berries.
Well, you
So
can
you-
pass
you
them to me.
have
They
the
just,
option
I'm
to eat
unconscious. I
those.
lie there as they just drop on me. I'm just like, ugh.
No, you are conscious. Oh, he squeezed the juice of some good berries, and you should have 2 hit
Oh, I have
points
two.
now because I believe you used 2 of them.
And I've got more on top
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
And so
I
then
use
he's
10.
handed you 10 good berries.
In
Sorry.
addition, right? So I'll put into 10
Yeah.
good berries into my. I wake
If you
up
wanna
and
eat them
I
now,
wake
it's up
up
to
and
you.
I'm getting hit in the face with thousands of berries. Can I eat 10 good berries now?
You could probably, I think, eat 10 over the course of 2 rounds. I would say 12 seconds to eat 10 berries because it's a lot.
But I'm hungry.
Yeah, so 5. You're eating them 1 per second.
I'll eat 5. So does that give me 5 hit points? Which means I have
Yes.
5 good berries. Okay. 5 good berries.
And you've
That
just
would
eaten
be-
5
that would give
days
you
worth of
7
Yeah, I'm 7 total. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
would
I
have
got
7
that.
total. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just had 5 days worth of food.
It's very filling, but it heals you.
Yeah. Nothing else does. I only
Well,
live on
this
good
is
berries.
So with
The heck
the
just happened? Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I gotta reload my browser or something because my graphics card just reset or something. I don't know.
oh,
I saw your stuff move, and then now my browser's locked or crashed.
What the hell's going on here?
so as the round progressed, this was the turn for all of the NPCs.
Well, they're coming around to look.
Coming
So-
around to harass us.
That explosion a moment ago was audible for several hundred feet,
Okay.
and it's of course drawing a nearby crowd. Not everybody, because of the fireworks, could hear it, but those who were nearby that already saw the lightning burst are coming to investigate, and some, such as the group here, had direct line of sight to what just happened. So they saw a brief
And before
scuffle
we get blamed.
in the middle of the street.
With 2 people falling unconscious. Light scuffle.
I said brief.
Yeah.
All right, are you back in the game?
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, you took
Well, I'll-
time
well, I'll
to
stand up.
eat those good berries and
I was
stand
eating
up.
like that thing, like that Jeff Goldblum and like The Fly when he's just like.
I do say, like, I I don't think he actually exploded. I think he moved somewhere, but I couldn't quite follow where he was going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he is not gone.
He burst into the pile of shit that he was.
Becomes a shit demon.
like Dogma. I become Buddy Christ. That's my final form.
Oh, do you have control over Quinton,
Oh,
the token?
yes.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. I want to make sure I had that correct. All right. So you take your few moments to eat the berries, get people back on their feet. Raylark has landed now, so let's clear that. There we go. He's not flying. And the crowd has started to come back over to you to say, what was that all about? That didn't look like is it a performance?
Why is there a Ferengi here?
All sorts in this city. All
Crossovers.
sorts. There's plenty of
All right.
business to do.
We need to capture him because he's got advanced technology.
He's here for some trade.
So I'm gonna look at the
I
others.
wondered if anyone would
I didn't notice him, but I was just like, I just like,
Yeah, me with the wormhole as an icon didn't notice the Ferengi.
I'm not a big Star Trek guy, so, but I recognize it.
I specifically chose the Ferengi because he'd be the most recognizable. Anyway, continuing. So they were asking, like, is this, some sort of performance that looked unusual?
So I'm gonna look at the other three. What was that about?
I'm going to say,
Did it look like a performance?
and then I vomit juice onto the ground.
It's just dripping out of the
This
front
is a
of the
part of the
mask.
performance.
You gotta eat one like Denethor. Just like the tail, like. Yeah.
I start singing the song that fucking Pippin sings. Or whatever.
We were attacked. Just the dragonborn with the lightning breath. Never seen him before. He said something about revenge for the Azure Queen.
Don't know what you're talking about. There's plenty of Dragonborn around here.
I didn't say that there weren't.
Yeah, just can't comment any further.
Do they all come and stand in front of a group of people and attack them?
Well, we thought it was part of the performance, the festivities.
These two nearly died.
We're wanted men. That's the way you said that. My friend doesn't like you. I don't like you either. Scrockington shoots first.
And you do see an armored group more to the north as they are starting to approach. So potentially guards.
Well,
I mean, if anyone has their weapons out, I think I'd recommend making them ready, but not out.
I can lift my sword, just flip my sword out if need be.
Let me see what I can actually see. It is Control L, right? Oh, I guess I'm on daylight mode, so you should be able to see everything, right? The whole map.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
make it
say
Well, if I decided to murder you, would that be performance art?
insert anti-humor Michael Stone here. That's a deep cut. Basically, he's a guy who went into the basically Parliament here, and he tried to go in to kill all the MPs, but he said it was performance art. Is what he argued in court.
Oh,
So, yes,
That sounds amazing.
he's an interesting character. Let's put it that way.
Just performance art.
It's the same guy who went to a funeral and threw grenades around. So, like, yeah, what a guy. Anyway.
Okay.
I didn't think you would, but it's just right here. It's like, this is a part of the performance, getting killed. It's like, it's just like, well, So I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to stand and be ready in case we need to fight.
Yep. Okay, so you're standing at the ready. Anything else from anyone?
I'm going to put my sword away, but I'm going to come up next to Fenton. And Quentin he's tucked into my hood still.
Okay. If you want to move his token, or delete his token, that's up to you, since he's inside of you. Your hood.
Okay.
Right inside.
He's inside of me.
Climbed up your ass.
There's a little Quentin inside all of us.
Is Jacques a willing creature?
In some aspects, he might
Are
be.
you a willing creature? It's a yes or no question. I cast Misty Step up his ass. And explode him from the inside.
Hey, well, what are you doing?
You want performance? Here's performance.
What are you doing, Step Traveler?
Oh, please. It's exit only, please.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I apologize. Please continue.
All right.
Machine code.
Yeah, I don't know why that's been happening.
Repeating attack. Oh no.
Yeah. Repeating attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are not performing. We just walked through here, attacked. We fought back. I think everyone here is okay, though.
I say,
I came here for a meal, a succulent Chinese meal.
I haven't seen many of the performances here, but I don't think murder is a big part of them.
So at this point, you hear a voice say, "Murder seems to be what you do."
This.
And Skarackington, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
I use my action to kill everyone. Fuck's sake.
Oh no, Raylar crit fail.
I'm scathing about this. I can't wait to say my fucking piece about this fucking indignity here.
What?
Yeah, you fucking hurt me. That's probably fail.
Because this guy's been standing right by you the whole time. He didn't go that far away. That's why I asked if everybody had vision. He's still been standing here this whole time.
I mean, there's so many tokens.
Yeah.
Is it
Is
this
it him?
guy?
Yeah.
Was he the guy from before?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, what guy? What guy from before?
Yeah.
Who is he?
He was a bystander who was up further north and came down to check on you amongst the group that was asking
but
what was going on.
do we know him from beforehand? That's what I mean.
No. You were walking through the streets. He's a random guy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry, this dexterity saving throw, what happened? Did he do something?
He's doing something.
Oh.
Yes. Where is that in the list? There it is.
I'll burn in hands all these fuckers here in a minute. No bothering me.
Wow. I'm almost tempted to send a screenshot of this. So you both failed, so Raylark and Scrackington. And he rolled 8 1s for the damage. So you take 8 lightning damage.
I'm still down.
Oh, okay.
Sure, I have 7 hit points. So I go down.
Oh. I thought you were going to eat all the berries.
Well, he ate 5, and then you never really indicated that it was another round.
Sorry. Yes, did you intend to eat all of them?
Yeah, well, I was kind of going to save them. So, I mean, I think it's only...
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you were going to save them, then...
Yeah.
Sorry. It had been a couple of rounds. People were moving around. But... So, yeah, he didn't actually go very far away. And then... Let's see, where's... And so then he came down here and just beam of lightning, bolt of lightning, clipped Raylark. He's still fine.
Oh, it's him?
He's hurt.
I thought it was this guy. Fuck's sake, I thought this guy was doing it. Oh.
No. This guy down here in the bottom right, he didn't go very far away. You can see him in the turn order, right?
Yeah, but... Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And he just shot a bolt of lightning, so that hit you and Raylark.
Well, I hope everybody
Raylark
sees this fucking travesty that's happening.
Oh, yes, they just saw that. Everybody now is watching and just saw that. And so it's Raylark's turn.
He does his most powerful thing and kills this guy.
Most powerful thing. Okay. So he could do an ensnaring strike. Let's see what. No, I mean, think his bow might be even more powerful.
The bow is pretty powerful.
Yeah, but like he could do it.
Yeah.
Does he have a way to do 2 hits or 2 attacks?
Yeah, he's only 4th level.
Okay, well, just shoot with the bow. This keeps it easy. Yeah, I mean, there we go.
Hits.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And then
yeah.
All
18.
right, 18. This guy is nearly down.
All right. Presume I roll a death save.
And go ahead and roll your death save. I'll have Raylark take off. He likes to do that. So he is 20 feet up. Benton.
All right, I'll go squeeze a couple good berries.
These are ones I have.
No, 2 more. So
that's 2 more hit points.
You have what you have.
I was saving them because it seems that I can't be healed any other way. So
yeah, it's fair to have them on you.
So, because it's something you might not remember, there is another way in your character.
I did look, but I couldn't find it.
I'm pretty sure it should be noted there. Let me.
I presumed it would be in the bottom right part of it.
Oh no, there. I must have just sent it to you as a message. I didn't put it in your character sheet, but that was back at the very beginning of the
I
campaign.
can't remember. You probably did. I have no doubt you did, but I can't really remember.
Yeah, so let me put it in your character sheet.
Because I was thinking of those two that when they were, you were saying earlier, it's like make the history checks, and I was just like, I remember this, but it's not on my sheet.
There we go. I just modified your second to last class feature.
And then Raylark was hurt,
Okay.
right?
He is injured, yes. Very bloodied at this point.
All right, that makes sense.
So bonus action, I'll healing word at level 1. Raylark.
For 8. All right.
Great healing. That's my turn.
That was the amount he took from the lightning bolt.
Yep.
All right. Next is Jakar again.
Okay.
This bolt blasted in front of you, but it did not hit you. You were slightly outside of its line of effect.
Right. I'm gonna step up a little bit closer to him. What the fuck is this guy's problem? And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast. That'll go. That is 13.
A 13 does not hit. And I'm trying to remember, is it at 5th level you make a second wound?
It's 5th level, yeah.
Okay. And let's see, was there anything else from your curse that...
The curse would have dropped because I got incapacitated.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It was for regaining hit points. All right, so yes, a 13 unfortunately does not hit.
Okay.
He has not doffed
bear
his
with me a
armor
second.
because concentration was lost on the heat metal spell.
What's the condition of this guy?
Yeah,
What's his condition? Sorry.
Near death.
The only reason I didn't attack him and hopefully finish was because you could die in one roll
Yeah.
after that failed. And we've kind of seen that recently.
Yeah.
So I was not enthusiastic about it.
All right, is there anything else, Jakar?
No, that's everything for me.
All right. And now it's actually the crowd up next. Seeing the battle resume, people start to flee.
Whistles. No heroes here.
Well, these are mostly common folk. Yeah, just going about their lives. The birds are all flying away.
Discount Elvis. What's he doing?
Discount Elvis. Oh.
Oh boy.
Right.
But man with sword,
Guy
what's
in a
he
dog
doing?
runs away. Man with the sword.
This guy?
Oh, yeah. So that is one of the guards. I haven't gotten to him yet.
I just wear this when I go to Comic-Con.
They
He's
They
LARPing.
are 1, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 right there. They are moving in.
Well, they're the guards. That's these
Yes.
guys up here with the guards.
No, that's just a group that was wandering down the street in the middle of the festival chatting.
Yeah. Elvis, you will save us with your blue suede shoes.
I like
Is
how
it-
you
is
proclaim
that kid there?
characters.
He-
Which kid?
Is that kid there? Is he going to run in and save us all? Come on, little boy.
This kid down here?
Oh no, this one up here.
Oh,
If you want me to proclaim,
the generic.
further, that looks like the Griffin character from Warcraft 2, which you make in the Griffin Aviary. That looks like that in the humans. It looks like that. That's what I'm thinking of anyway.
That's Aarakocra.
I mean, right here, I just like this whole thing. I just see Murica, Santa Claus, Elvis, and like I don't know, generic knight from generic game.
Yeah. Fantasy Night number 3.
Yeah, but it's definitely just Murica followed by Santa and Elvis.
I want the dog to come in and save us.
Yeah, life dream team.
There's your dog.
Oh, he looks like a good boy.
Bring him in.
Are you going to adopt a dog in this campaign? No more cows.
No, there's the
it's
cows
dogs
there.
now.
We'll get them in. 2 cows and the oxen or whatever. This is just going to be Oregon Trail.
Yes.
We're going to start fjording the rivers, get fucking dysentery and all that shit.
Mhm.
Anyway, sorry. Please proceed.
Yes. So, what else is he going to do at this point? What's his distance?
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
it's too
fucking
far.
targeting me again, the big
All right.
bitch.
He is.
Why does he hit me so much? There's 3 other people in this fucking poster. Or 2 other people.
He's going to run as far as here. He has to go past you, Shakar, so you would be able to take a opportunity
Why is he
attack
attacking
with a
just
melee
me?
weapon as he crosses.
Okay. 2 seconds. 17.
17
they have some, like-
hits.
Ooh, so
That is-
that's 17 damage.
What was that?
Does he have
that
some
how-
crystal ball why he keeps targeting me and nobody else in our party previously?
There seems to be some reason, yeah, that he is targeting
I'm the
you.
voice of dissent.
Really, despite he's taken all sorts of risks to do so.
Yeah, he's putting himself at huge
I mean, he
risk.
probably just died due to that.
Almost.
Oh,
But that's as far as he could reach, and he can't do anything else right now, I don't believe. What you see him do is, I believe this is an action.
He's not dead then.
He is not dead. How does this work? Well, I'll figure that out later. Yeah, you can Oh, as a bonus action. Okay, so you see him use a bonus action, and he starts to like meditate almost as
He
he's
uses his
running.
bonus action to
And that's the end
kiss
of
his
turn.
ass goodbye.
Raylark's turn. Oh,
he's up in the air, right?
yeah, he's 20 feet up.
Shoot him.
Shoot him. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
13
Anyone-
does not hit. Raylark has missed.
Well, what good is he?
That piece of shit.
All right.
Right, so I'm
Scorackington.
conscious again with 2 hit points. Right.
You are.
I
Yes.
stand up. I'm
You're on the ground.
fucking sick of this prick. I'm walking in with I suppose I still have movement, so it's 20 feet. I'm going to pull out my scimitar. Do I want to do this? Let me just check if I want to do this. Yeah, I'll just do it. I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my blade song.
Mhm.
So I have them equal to my proficiency. So I have 2 left. So my AC is increased. Blah 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 blah. Doesn't give me any attack bonuses necessarily, but I'm gonna swing with the scimitar on him. I'm just gonna pull it out and just slice up him to try and end this piece of shit's life.
Make an attack roll.
Well, that's a miss.
A 12 does not hit,
Yep.
unfortunately.
Well, I tried. So that's my turn.
Fenton.
Uh, um, hold on.
Someone just hit him.
Yeah, I'm gonna poison spray. I think. No. Well, no. Is that a cone?
A poison spray.
No, it's a creature. It's a target.
Yes, creature within. It's called a spray, but it's more like a puff.
Yeah. So
What it says. Con save.
yeah. 2.
And it's
course.
DC 15.
Yeah.
He fails.
So did he die from 2 or is he up?
He is down.
Okay.
That's what I was like. Just hit him.
Yeah. Well, I figured I'd try to make the dice roll on you.
Yes. Because there was only one more person before it was his turn again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll go ahead and close turn order. And you are now out of combat. The guards have just reached your position, seeing everything that was going on.
Can I make a history check for the Azure Queen?
Yes.
Okay.
I will tell you, you've heard the phrase before.
Okay.
And
Where
so it's
did I
very
hear the
low.
praise? Where did I hear the praise before?
You heard the phrase shortly after you left Free City with Scarakington and Raylark, when you were traveling east towards Sierra Lane, toward the White Forest. You were ambushed by a group of kobolds.
Okay.
And the kobolds, you had tried to trick by having Raylark put on the mask that made him look like a copper dragonborn.
Yep.
And they told you that they seek to draw the copper's ire for the Azure Queen.
Ah.
And shortly after, a drake, shortly after you defeated the kobolds, a blue drake appeared that was killed, and then a large dragon that shot
That's right.
Scarakington. And
That's
that was the
right.
first time he went down. Yeah.
That's right.
I know that was a long time ago.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm just going to approach. I take it this is not a friend of yours?
No.
No, never seen him before.
No, I've never seen him.
It's my best Raylark I could do. It's
Yeah, Yeah, either that or just slip into Gilbert Gottfried. One or the other.
Jakar! Jakar! I've never seen him before. Alan missed all that.
Yeah.
No repeat
So
performances.
we heard the like Azure Queen reference with a kobold attack when we went from Free City to the White Forest, and we were attacked by kobolds. We tried to trick them with the copper dragonborn mask, and then we killed a drake. Is that correct? And
Someone stabbed a drake, yes.
a blue drake, so an azure drake, and then a larger azure dragon came after us, right? And we escaped.
It was there. I wouldn't say it came after you. It was
Okay.
there and watched the whole thing,
Oh, okay.
the whole event.
So that is what I remember of Azure Queen, which was mentioned to me. Or not to me, but I understood it.
Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to say in the immediate moment before other people start acting?
No. Not me.
Okay. No. Scarakington, anything else you'd like to say?
Well, as I wasn't here, I wasn't privy to what just occurred. So,
Well, that's what he was just telling you, was what he remembered.
well, all right,
Yeah.
I'll be back in
Nothing
just
else
5 minutes,
happened.
Bev.
I just tried to understand.
all right. So this guy's dead.
Nothing else happened.
Yes.
Uh,
A small puff of poison gas.
He was farted to death.
Not
Turtle
the first
farts.
time Fenton has done that.
His deadly gas is to be reckoned with.
Yeah, because while you were traveling, you did fart someone out of a small cave where they were hiding.
Don't remember, but
I can show you the video clip later, but yes.
So are we being questioned? Is that what's happened here?
Well, no, I was asking if there's anything else you wanted to do before other people
No.
started acting.
No.
Yeah.
No issue.
So at this point, the guards had approached and they were ready to fight, but they had just arrived before he was struck down. And the guards will say,
Annie, are you okay?
"Hold there, what's..."
The guards say, Annie, are you okay? You were struck down. It was your doom.
Yes.
Paul,
I didn't even think about my phrasing, but yes, I did say struck
correct.
down.
Please proceed. I can't help myself with these things. So please continue.
Oh, I get it. I think of the references all the time. They say, "Hold there, we saw what happened. Is everyone here, well, one excluded, are you all right?"
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you.
Oh, you don't have the voice changer on if you intended to.
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you.
Still not on.
It isn't on. It isn't on now?
It's not on now.
Oh. I don't know what's happened.
Well, you'll just have to improv it.
I'd like to wrap up back in a second. I'm just gonna disconnect. Hopefully this is okay.
Yes, I'm okay.
It sounds like you're on a different mic, but now we do hear the effect.
Was it not
voice.
working earlier as well?
It was not. I didn't know you were intending to use it.
Yeah, I did use it earlier, but yeah.
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you.
All right. Hold on a moment. You do seem members of your group to be. Hold here a moment. Members of your group seem to be injured, and well, we'd like to do an investigation. So we'll call a priest of death over here. And
I look over at Scrackington to see if he still has that
scarf
scarf.
should be in his inventory if it's not.
I didn't put it in, but yes, I have it. Yes, it's still there, covering. Yep.
Yeah, you
I haven't removed it.
So a member of the guard leaves, heading to go get the priest. And the others that are there with you say, do you require any healing, any further assistance? We saw the attack.
Yes, I think we're all a bit injured. If you could assist.
Well, we don't carry too much with us on the field, but we each do have a potion. You're welcome to it. There's three potions of healing available to you.
Let me think.
I have 1 foot in the grave, as it were.
Okay. I say yes. Let's get these to those that need it most. And I. You said 3 potions of healing? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's correct, yes.
Okay, so I'm at 1 hit point. How
2d4 plus 2, I believe, right?
2d4 plus something.
It's 4.
2 or 4.
I think.
2d4 plus 2.
Ooh.
I just looked it up.
It's 20 plus 2d4?
Yeah. Plus 4.
These aren't intended for, full recovery. It's quick healing.
Yeah. So what was Raylark at?
Raylark is he's doing pretty well. He's at about half hit points.
Okay. I'm gonna take one of the potions. Myself.
You can add that to your inventory.
Well, I'm gonna use one of the potions because it's rude to take it and not use it. That was my coin flip.
And Jacques, you wanted one as well, so you're
I'm gonna take one as well.
All right, so 6 for me.
Is that all the potions taken for?
That is 2 of them. One for Fenton and one for Jacques.
I thought Raylark took one.
No, he's doing better than each of you. So
yeah, well, given that I have 2 hit points, I should probably take one.
Yes. So go ahead and roll yours as well.
Oh, we're gonna be fucking whack. I'll just add 2
Can also short rest at some point.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, not bad. 688 for the healing. So yes, they've asked you to remain here, and one of the guards is going to collect statements from the nearby individuals, seeing if he could ascertain any more information. The other 2 that are here with you begin to ask you questions about the incident. Do you know this particular assailant? Personally acquainted?
I'm going to ignore them, and I am going to. Sorry, just to flip back. The Azure Queen, is that Jeanette?
Mhm.
No, it's not.
I don't know if you came to that conclusion.
I mean, it's possible that it is, but Asher is blue, and everything about her
Okay.
is green.
The reason why I'm saying this is that I'm going to search this individual's body in case, like, a piece of jade has been encased in them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ignore the questions.
If you do
I'm
try
going
to
do that.
search, the guard is going to say, "Well, hold on. What are you doing there?"
I'm going to say,
I have my suspicions about this character, and I will be able to help you more if this is what I think it is.
If you think there's some identification, I'll help you search the body.
I think that guy just stole his wallet.
By all means.
So she will help you search the body. She has no reason to suspect you at this point are, doing anything nefarious. So
but I'm
she's
not
going to
doing
help
anything
out.
first. I'm just looking to see if they have a piece of jade embedded in them.
Just letting you know.
I'm just
her
telling you what
motivation.
my motivation is.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
So-
Atheist.
You're welcome to make an investigation check with advantage.
Didn't even need it.
19. But yes, you're getting help from the guard, investigating the body. Obviously, the wounds
It's all
on
me.
it.
It's all me.
She's looking at those. But as you search through the body, you do find that it seems to be rather like they were traveling light. This is clearly road worn, so this is someone who's traveled around quite a lot. And they aren't carrying too much, just some basic gear, tinderbox, rations, things like that. You don't find, as you search through, any indication of gems or jewels beyond what they have in a component pouch that they use for spellcasting.
Okay. Well, I won't take anything. I'll just stand up and I'll say,
It's not what I expected.
Were you looking for something in particular?
Yes.
Is it something that might help our investigation? Would you like to share it?
I plead the fifth.
I do not know what this fifth is.
I'm
Is
not
it
going to incriminate
alcohol? I know
myself
you have a
here.
fifth of alcohol.
I plead the fifth again.
You're a strange one, but I have no reason to doubt your words right now. But we're going to conduct a full investigation into why you were attacked.
Very well. I just thought I knew this person.
Ah, okay. That's what you were looking for. Perhaps like a tattoo or something that would indicate?
Just, let's just say a gang symbol.
You think he's a gang member? Interesting. That will help. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And so after a short time, the other guard returns from gathering statements, and the guard returns with a... Oh, where's my token? Sorry.
Santa's back.
Um,
Ho, 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 my mighty sack.
to find the right token, but I don't see it. So you're going to get a random token.
It's Santa, but it's also like the old man
Nope, not that
meme.
one.
Like I don't remember what the meme is called, but like the
I
old
know
guy
what you
with
mean.
the-
I can visualize what you mean.
Yes.
He has like these sort of these sort of like
Yes.
very characteristic eyes. Yes, I know what you mean. And he's just like, yeah, I know. That's not the diabetes guy, is it? No, it's not him. It's not Wilford Brimley. No, it isn't him. I know the one you mean. I know the one you mean. I don't know what his name is though.
Yes. So
Yes.
after a short time, they return with this particular
Ugh.
person robed in.
Ugh. Grim Graham.
Did I recognize
It's
him?
Grim Graham.
You have seen them around the temple, but you don't personally interact with all of the members of the faith because many of them are occupied with other duties. So you
Okay.
might have seen them, but you
She's
don't
away
know
making the cookies.
I was going to say, good day, priestess.
She nods to you and says, "Please let me see the body. I will speak with him now."
Can I ask, is this pretty typical?
You can ask that, yeah. So who would you like to ask that of?
Myself, to see if I know about this?
Oh, so like, is it typical to call in a priest to speak with the
Of
deceased?
Temple of Death, yes. I mean, I appreciate that the person has
Yeah,
died,
so you can make.
but it's not really how I seem personally understand Temple of Death. So, yes.
You can make a history check to see how much you understand about that. Yeah.
Him, yes. It was him, yes.
Oh, hide the pain, Harold.
What?
That's his name. Is Hide the Pain Harold.
He looks like a wholesome gentleman. He does look like him, though. It's very nice teeth. This is a website.
Yeah, he has a whole website.
What a guy.
It was a stock photo, and he's embraced his new celebrity.
Yeah, he does look pained, though. He does look pained. So, yeah. Anyway, I got an 18.
Mhm. Yes, so you're familiar that enough with the idea of the Temple of Death that they deal with all things with the transition from life to death, and that includes assisting in investigations. So it's not unusual for a priest or priestess of the Temple of Death to speak with the recently deceased, especially
So they're
in a
like
case
coroners.
this. They'll do the job of a coroner. They'll assist in investigations where there's been perhaps a murder by speaking with the deceased.
It's just because there's obviously other temples, so it's not. I appreciate it says death. When you die, you do it, but like in real life, we don't have a temple of death. You know what I mean? Like it's so.
Yes, and death is just a name, so it's not literal. But his domain is over that transition from life
Okay.
to death. So that's why most of the priests. There may be priests or priestesses of other temples that are familiar with the magic, but it is more reliable to speak with a representative from the Temple of Death. They are,
Okay, cool.
and that's part of the reason why they exist in every single major city. It's very useful.
They're just basically a form of governance, really. Look at this bureaucrat here.
They get involved in politics. You're not wrong.
I cough out loud and say,
Red tape.
Couldn't understand it with the voice mod,
Red
but
tape.
that's okay. Oh, red tape.
All right.
Yes. So before beginning, she turns to the guards and your group as well and says, "Are there any particular questions that may assist in this investigation beyond his identity?"
Just to clarify, this person here is to investigate what happened here.
Yeah, they want to know why this happened and why you were targeted. Are the two questions that they have in mind right now? Who this is and why they targeted you?
I don't know, and I don't know.
Well, we intend to ask the deceased here. They'll have answers, though we can't always trust it. It does provide us some direction. They can still
Can I
lie.
make a roll here on that? I don't know.
What are you rolling for?
This is kind of There's right. This is out of character. I have a preconception that this is related to our wanted posters. And I can't remember what Azure Queen means. So I don't know. There's two things. Either Jeanette has a head out on us and I can't remember, or two, this person has seen the posters and is trying to kill us. And obviously, last session, we had heard that people are very interested, seeming to be, for some reason, 3 years later, even though it's buried under all fucking 1,000 posters, interested in our capture. So, I think a deception roll would be good if it's related to what happened with the other ones. Though I still would maintain my position on what happened at that time regarding that other party who we murdered, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Because there's a philosophical question to be answered about that.
Fenton did say something about the Azure Queen to you a moment ago. If you'd like to restate that, I don't know. Or would you like me to?
Yeah, so what I said was, so what Fenton remembers is that when we were ambushed by kobolds on the way out of Free City,
Yeah.
and we tried to disguise Raylark as Dragonborn,
With the mask.
they mentioned the Azure Queen, and it was something, I don't remember the bit about the copper.
The mask just made Raylark look like a copper.
We were
dragon.
given that by
Right. I thought there was something else more specific.
we were
there,
given
but
that
no,
mask by
was it.
Senator, and not much I remember.
Yes.
I have no recollection
and
of that
basically,
encounter.
They talked about the Azure Queen, and then we killed a blue drake,
Mhm.
and there was a blue dragon in the
Yes.
vicinity.
An ancient blue dragon which shot Scrackington with a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is tied to that event with the other people. That's the one where I went down.
That was the first time that you were unconscious.
So
well, no, not technically first time you were unconscious, but first time you dropped to 0 hit points.
So what was the question asked again by the woman from the Temple of Death?
She said, "I have a couple questions, but is there anything in particular that you'd like to ask for this investigation?"
So I'm going to I want to make a deception roll to say I have no recollection of this person or anything that they're talking about. And I presume.
So you don't have to deceive about not knowing the person, but you can make a deception roll about not knowing anything they're talking about.
And I presume we have no inspiration.
I do session inspiration,
okay,
so you do.
I will use that because I don't have it ticked. Yeah. It's not the best roll, but let's see what happens. I did click it, so. Hello? I'll try it again. Oh, sorry. The first one.
Looking
What's the
for
first?
17. So you tell her that you don't know why you might have been attacked. You have no particular information, and she nods along. Do you have any questions then? She looks out at the others that you'd like me to ask.
No, I do not.
Real Arc says, it's as my mom used to say. No, he doesn't have any questions.
Yeah, no questions.
So she casts a spell, and the body seems to animate and spring to life for a
Speak to
moment.
Dad.
And
Speak to Dad.
and she first asks, "Who are you?" And the body responds in Draconic. So most of you cannot understand that language, unfortunately.
Even if we don't understand, can we phonetically write what they're saying?
But Fenton can translate it for you. So I'm going to work around it.
Well, I'm presuming that
if he's willing to.
Is he?
Yeah, I would basically live interpret.
If you don't do it, if you're not a willing creature, I'll misty step up your ass. That's my threat.
Yeah, I'll live translate.
That's your new threat.
Okay. Got my N ear in. That's some of the translation.
And so he starts to speak in this distorted voice because he's, dead. And he says, "I am Eldil Draskin. They call me the Room Raiser."
Call me the big bitch.
She says, "Why did you attack this group?" "The one in black murdered the child of the Azure Queen."
You're fine, Goot.
And with that, the group is now staring over at you, Skarackington.
Everybody. Do you need to
And-
go out? Is that what you're telling us?
Sorry. And she says, "The dead speak to what they believe, but there may not always be truth to it." What do you have to say to that? Or is there further questions you would now like answered?
You're asking us?
Yes.
Well, I say...
I don't know this person, and I've already made my statement.
So I'm relying on the role I made, pretty much.
Yep. I'm using that same deception. And she goes, she's asked you then, what might they mean by the child of the Azure Queen? If you shrug, yeah. She'll turn back to the body.
I'll throw them a bone here. I'll say...
This creature is a dragonborn. I did encounter a dragon before, but I was gravely harmed by a dragon, and I don't remember.
She asked the corpse, "Is the Azure Queen a dragon?" "An ancient blue dragon."
As they say that, I say...
Look at me. I didn't kill an ancient dragon. Myself.
Well, she said he said the child of the Azure Queen.
Well,
But we don't have any particular laws in this city against defending yourself from dragons.
yes, well, this happened far away from here, so I don't even know if it's even in your jurisdiction, to be honest. But
Probably not.
in
It
any
sounds like you may
case,
have
I was
made-
gravely injured. I nearly died.
The risks of the road,
Yes,
unfortunately.
certainly.
I've seen it many
I do
times.
not dispute that. But that did not warrant what happened here. I was nearly killed by this prick's harem of whatever. And suddenly I was targeted twice again. Inappropriate. I'm glad they're dead.
We aren't blaming you
I throw
for
a
this.
gooseberry on the
as
body.
I've said,
I
the
squish a
danger-
gooseberry in my hand, throw it on the body.
If you want to.
Because I can't spit, so that's the only disrespect I can give. So I have 4 good berries now.
As I've said, the dangers of the road aren't just for you, but for others as well. If there's any encounters that's outside of our jurisdiction.
Yes, well, I'm sorry, I'm not in my voice.
Well, yes, well, I'm not disputing that.
We're just trying to figure out why this happened in our city. And, well, if it will happen again.
Well,
And she turns to the corpse and said, Are there more? Oh, sorry. Are there more who are
I
coming?
wouldn't imagine so.
She said that more to the corpse.
I know, but I'm giving my own commentary in the background.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There is another. She can ask one more question if there's anything anyone would like to know.
Yeah, well, I'll say,
Well, that's not surprising. But I suppose if they have to answer, can we ask who this other person is, what they look like? You know, can you describe this person and their name? Doesn't say you can't be add-on questions. So,
Well, it has to be a single question, but I can say, who is this person and what is their name? Is a sufficiently simple question.
as you wish, you do this all the time. I don't know the parameters.
So she asks that question, seeing if you can get more information about the remaining person.
You will know him by the sound of his wings.
And then the body falls over.
Can you cast that again, please?
just keep doing it forever and ever. This guy's getting bullied. He's like, again.
Unfortunately, that is it. You get to cast that once for each corpse.
Is that what the spell says?
Yeah, let's see. Answers are usually brief and cryptic or repetitive. So you can cast it again and it will repeat the same answers.
Please send another priest to the temple on there.
I mean, did you have other questions you wish to ask?
Well, that sounds quite ominous, does it not? If we're in the city and some winged beast comes in here, starts to annihilate the cities, I assure you, and I say this in front of you, guardsmen, and I want this better be in the report. We do not want to be implicated for what happens here.
You aren't implicated for this
Yeah,
attack.
okay, for this
but
attack.
I can
yeah,
understand
but
the
it's a continuation of attacks. That's completely unreasonable.
I can understand your concern about the future attack because we have to prepare for that as well. But we have the council. They'll handle
So you
any
are
dragon.
at least acknowledging that this is going to potentially happen, as long as we're here.
We would like you to complete your business and leave as soon as possible. If you
Yeah,
could.
what a surprise.
Can you blame us? A dragon is not something we prefer to have in our
Okay,
city.
so your preference is that we just get annihilated as long as there's an impact on your city. Acknowledged.
Is there some business you have here that we could help you with? To speed
That's
you
a
on your
real hard
way?
question.
So let me have him actually land. There we go. So Raylark is going to say, we are investigating at the castle where the Emperor once was. I think that's how he...
That was music to my ears.
I'm trying to capture the
It is
mannerisms.
very like him. It's like a bird voice, yeah.
And, well, we would like to gain entrance into the castle. We aren't here. You can let us in. Just let us in.
But it's also a real art character, so there has to be a Matako character, so there has to be about 90% more bullshit than this. So you need to up your game.
Okay.
That's too direct. Who is your father?
Sorry, yes,
should be
that
the
was-
first question.
Do you know of the Rangers of Esafir? We are a historical group of Rangers, and we come from the East in order to investigate things.
That's
kinda-
appropriate.
Yeah.
He would do that.
Yeah. Yes. Well, no, he would mess up the name. Sorry.
Of Syllaban.
Yes. So, yeah, I will have him, if you would like to ask him, have him ask about that, I could have him make a persuasion roll.
Yeah. Do as you wish.
There are other things in the city which you came here to do, so I didn't know if that's what you would like to do.
Yes. Do that for him.
Sweet.
I'll be back in a second. Everybody else can question.
All right. So that is a very high persuasion roll. The guard would, if this is about the Emperor and investigating the castle, the guard would respond, even with that roll, he would say, well, I don't have the authority to let you into a castle. That is beyond me. I can, if you are here to investigate, I can refer you to a captain. I don't know what investigation you might do that we haven't done already. It's been 5 years. But if you're here from Esafir, well, I'm not going to get in the middle of international politics. So at this point, the guards have begun to clear out the crowd. The priestess is getting one of them to help her take the body back toward the Temple of Death. Now, Jacques, you've only just encountered this group in the last hour, and this has already happened. So what are your thoughts at this point?
My friends, I know I have only just met you, but I don't know if I will be included in this retribution now that I fought alongside you. Would you be opposed
Where
to
did
me?
we learn about
You?
chicken salad? We like it. We like it. Sorry. Sorry.
Yes, I quite like chicken salad too.
I thought I was unmuted. And so I muted, but I unmuted instead.
But
Anyway.
I do not know if I'll be included in this retribution after fighting alongside you. May I accompany you on your investigation? Maybe we may find out more information if I am safe or not.
Who are you asking?
Just the
at
group.
large.
Oh.
Which you're the only representative here of at the moment.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. You fight, and I can fight, and we can both fight together. Yes.
Yes.
You know, they say that if you have more swords is more power.
Yeah, you're welcome to join us. Did I observe that he was only really going after Scrackington?
I think you could tell that because he even just ran up and didn't do anything to Jacques
was within
and
reach
Raylock.
to me.
He could have easily attacked you as well, yes.
For what it's worth, it doesn't seem like this this Dragonborn was seeking vengeance on all of us. He seemed pretty targeted towards Crack.
That's why that is. He mentioned the child of a Azure Queen. You mentioned a Drake before?
Yeah, I don't remember all the details of the Drake, but were we getting attacked?
You were attacked by kobolds. And the Drake happened to be there. Raylark tried to capture it, tried to grab it, and then Scrackington decided to stab it with his rapier.
This isn't what I thought it was. I thought this was the time we were in the field and those other ones ran away, and then I got...
This is before that, and this is why you hated them. Because they ran away at this time. So they ran off when the dragon
I have no
showed up.
recollection of this event.
Let's see.
And it was not in the recap because I did watch them.
I made sure to put it.
It was in the recap. I don't remember this in the recap.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's part 5. Yep, it's part 5. If you jump to the last section, starting at about 4 minutes, 3 minutes 45.
Oh no!
You can see the Drake.
Where was this?
This was just after you fought the kobolds.
I have no recollection of doing that either.
You might have skipped this episode.
I watched it. I did. Those ones I just watched straight through. I can't remember.
Yeah, they were same day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they helped you fight the 3 from the Clyde area, helped you fight the kobolds, and then when they saw the blue Drake, they immediately booked it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's why you wanted to kill them later. Because you felt that they just ran off and abandoned you.
So, all right, this is kind of come back to me. So there was an encounter with those, and then I killed something. Then yes, that kind of rings a bell. Now you're saying it. And then the big massive boy came, and then I died, and then they fucked off. Right? Okay, right. I understand.
Yes, you have got it now.
So, I think we felt like we were in danger from the Drake. So,
I see.
With hindsight, Apparently, maybe it wasn't the best idea, but it's what happened.
No, I do not blame you. If I were to see a Drake, I'd probably defend myself as well.
And I guess our instinct was fight versus flight. So
It's good instinct to have in the field. But be that as it may, moreover from curiosity as well, you are friends of Lord Sendrin. I would be remiss if I did not assist you if you were in mortal danger.
I find it funny that you call him Lord Sendrin now as well. he's never once referred to himself as a lord.
He's been referred to in a lot of titles. Also,
Why is
King
Sendrin?
Sendrin is maybe also been in there.
Yeah, it's Raylark. He goes like, Lord Sendrin has sent us. That's all
I
Raylark.
know he's not here to do it.
the
But
great
yeah.
wise Sendrin.
He did refer to himself as Wise Sendrin because he said that was a
Yes.
title he was given.
By Raylark.
Mhm.
Bestower of nobility.
Yes. So you had stepped away, Aloe. They offered to introduce you to a guard captain because this is just a patrol. They can't let you into the castle or anything like that. But if you're here on an investigation from Esafir, they don't want to get involved in international diplomacy, but they've offered to introduce you to a guard captain who might be able to get you toward the castle if you are here on a diplomatic mission.
I don't recall having my own business. I have things I'm thinking about which I have not voiced in the game ever, but I don't recall verbally saying that I have my own business here. So it's down to whatever Raylark would want. So if Raylark wants to do that, yes, we would proceed.
Yes. The only other business you had here, just as a reminder from the recap, was that Sendrin recommended the Council of Archmages or a member of the school here for investigating enchantments he could not solve.
Okay, so there is that.
That was the only other business. That was the only other business that was voiced publicly.
But that's not where we're intending to go because we know that they're up in the sky. And that's not the castle, correct?
Correct. That is not the castle. You don't know the layout of the city at this point. Well, actually, one of you would know the layout of the city at this point.
Well, yeah, because like I presume it's in Cloud City and fucking Lando's there, like doing whatever Lando does.
So
Putting me
the
in
castle
Carbonite.
is
Sorry.
so the thing that is up in the sky is not the castle. That is the council hall for the council
Yeah,
of
so,
Archmages.
so we
and
want to
school.
go there at some point. Yeah.
That is, yes, one place you could go, certainly. Let me get you onto the... There you are. And so, since you have been in the city for a while, you would be familiar, Jacques, with the layout.
Yeah.
So I will bring everyone over to the city map, just because I assume you can serve as their guide. Is that
Okay. Yeah.
So this is quite a large city. You had previously entered from the north side of this map, just north of where it says Varclef.
Okay.
And you are currently, let me do a focus ping, down there.
Yeah, we're here.
Yes, where that little dragon token is. I just use that as the party
that's
token.
Right. That's the campaign token. I must say, look at this urban green here. This is quite exemplary.
You wouldn't believe what I've done with this city. Every single one of those houses is populated.
Oh Jesus! I hope you used AI for that.
It's not AI, but it is a generator, yes, for names and such.
It's
Anyway.
all populated, but we have to leave the city.
Before we go, we're gonna go knock on every single door.
It's like it's
And then right down here
yeah.
is the Temple of Death that you had been at a short time ago.
Lost Point. Is this like the old city within the walls?
Yes, so that was the original city within the walls, and then there's an outer wall which had more recently been built that encompasses most of the city, but even then people have started building outside of that.
Yeah, so can you explain what this is? This just this is too close to home. Is this just growth, or is there some other reason? Do I know? I can make a roll if need be.
As far as why the houses are out there,
Yeah.
I mean, you can assume it's just growth, but if you'd like to try and analyze it more closely, we don't exactly have a city planning roll, but I guess you could make a straight intelligence check.
I'm so curious. Intelligence roll. My intelligence is pretty good.
It's districts there. So yeah, this is a sprawl extending from the walls, so it looks like people had originally been building close to that wall, trying to get within the city's protection. And as more people arrived to do business or trade, more homes and buildings were set up at the outskirts of the wall, and this continued to just grow and grow. That's as much as you can really tell. Is that the city started with the inner city and then grew into the more slapped together outer city. As you walk through it, you could tell it was definitely
no. This was designed because there wouldn't have been those arterial routes.
There were some main roads that already
so that
existed,
this developed around them.
Around that, yes, but like it's not like someone said, okay, you can only build businesses in this district. You can only build, they don't have zoning laws.
We don't have them here, but it's just the reason I'm asking is because historically, when I did Findocti, what was outside the walls, I appreciate you maybe didn't play in that campaign at that time, but that's had a city was developed outside the walls, but it was basically a repressed area. Like it was people who were forced out, so they just built. So it was just to try and understand that, because there's obviously a difference between the two in terms of the.
Mm-hmm. So it is more of a difference in age and architectural style.
Not even that. It's not even that deep. It's just like it was just out of necessity that they built here. But there's no, like, they weren't being said, no, you can't go here or anything like that.
They were not forced out. It was more of,
with no space.
Well, we can't fit more buildings inside the wall.
That's all right.
So we're going to build it as close as we can to the wall, and that's why you ended up kind of with these spikes as well, where people kind of coalesced into certain neighborhoods.
That's right. Just so I understand.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd have to do the city planning side of it.
Well, it was just a city planning side of it is also like a socioeconomic side of it. So there's more to. It's not just about. It's not just about buildings. It's about people. So
yeah. But yeah, and so most of their trade came from the northwest. That's why you've got the Golden Roadway at the north district. That's where they traded with Free City, or as it was known at the time, Macellero.
All this lore.
There's lore. You want to know more?
Well, I'm not going to try. It was just to understand briefly about why there's a difference. But yeah, that's fine.
Do
Do you want to know more?
Well, actually, my
Would
only
you like
other
to know
question is there better not be no fucking bridges. So,
There are plenty of bridges, as there are small waterways that run down toward the ocean. This was built along a delta,
well, I can see the water.
and so it's narrow channels that run.
You know
down
what
to
I'm
the
talking
ocean.
about.
I know what you mean. There are no houses on bridges in any of my renders
Great.
yet.
We must leave as soon as possible before he can render more. Go on.
Render unto Scarakingtons what is Scaraking. All right. Yes. So you are currently located in between like at the edge of 3 different districts: Hill Row, Storeville, and Lost Point. The council is the very, very, very large gray star. That's right there.
All right. So
yeah.
when
And
he tried
that
to
is
fly up to
floating-
that, that's where. So this is it, literally in the alley where we were. Okay.
Yes. So that is why you were able to look up and see it. It is above your heads. And you were talking about heading to the castle, which is over here. And you had actually seen this before. The city is not flat. It is sloping down toward the ocean. So when you first came into Criteria, the castle you could see over there on the west side is located up on that hill, large building. Yes, very easy to spot from just about anywhere in the
What's
city.
this?
Oh, that's just a guard tower.
Right.
Yeah.
What's this?
Like I said, the buildings. Huh? What's what? That looks like a ship. I'm working with the
I know.
tools I got.
I'm being mean. Just like the AI
That's why some of it-
generated this.
Yeah.
No doubt. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So back to the city map. That is the castle over there.
All right.
If you'd like to head in that direction, if there's anything else you would like to do, you will be passing through many high streets and residential areas. You'll be passing by merchants and markets if you're heading in the direction of the castle.
Yeah. I want to see if I can.
I know that.
Blah, blah, blah. That's all I heard there. Blah, blah, blah. Please proceed.
So I was just gonna say, I know the way to the castle if you'd like me to accompany you.
No.
Very well. It was nice meeting you all.
Bye.
You get to the castle and you find a new character, Jake.
I cast Fireball.
His dad's name is Hank.
Hank. So, what's your guy from King of the Hill called? Is it Hank? Gotta get some
Hank.
gotta get some
Hank, yeah.
propane. Yeah, like I'm like, yeah, I say.
Yes, you're more than welcome to join us.
Very good.
I kind of want to look for somebody who can has like a printing press. Does that exist in this world? I appreciate that is ye olde tech, but it's D&D, so
The printing press itself does not exist because there are magics that can do that
Okay.
for you. So you can find mages that are, especially in this city, that's full of mages who are able to create goods and provide that sort of service.
Okay, time to be an asshole. The Cladari clitoris, Clefari, yes,
the lock and key.
I can't remember that, so that's too complicated for me to remember.
Lock and key.
Lock and Key by Stephen King's son, the graphic novel.
Well, that is the translated name of the organization.
Okay, Lock and Key. If I say Lock and Key, you'll understand. Right. So the guy who it was the head of that, what was his name again?
Adolphus Quero, also known as Nimblefingers.
Adolphus Hitler. Okay. Quero. And last time I said, I'm going through with what I said. Like, so I remember what he looked like. So I want to seek somebody out who's going to make my wanted posters for him.
You can certainly do that.
I want to find somebody who can produce those, and it doesn't have to be the same person. I can go on the street and find some young child like fucking your man, like out of fucking Christmas Carol, fucking Tiny Tim, to disseminate this. I will do it. Because if this guy wants to seek us, we'll seek him. So
let's see, that's a tailor.
So somebody basically who can draw onto a piece of paper and then just disseminate it. That's what I'm looking for.
Yep, I'm going through the legend for my city to find. There's one.
I'm going through
That's
literally
like
10,000 homes I have here to find the individual. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, they are color coded, so I can find it more easily.
Fair play to you.
But yes, so right over here, I will color it in green.
Is it better be inside the main part? Is it over here? Oh, right. There's green there.
Go.
All right.
Yes. So if you were to head that way, you would find a mage who could do that for you.
Okay.
This is a rather well-known store, so there would be other mages that perhaps are closer along your pathway, but this is one that Jacques would be familiar with.
Yeah, because like I'm gonna take Jacques' opinion on this, so I'm gonna explain this to you, Jacques. I'm gonna say, well, I've already kind of said it, but hopefully this is intelligible.
I need somebody to make a series of posters for me. Do you know anybody who could do this? Hopefully en route to the castle.
I do believe I've seen a store that offers services, not something I would normally look for, but on my walks I have seen something. It's just a little bit out of the way, but it's, we can take a slight detour there.
Great.
So I'm happy to go there.
May I ask why?
No.
Very well, friend. I apologize for prying. I must say you are a very curious man.
Right to be.
That's a bit of risk for you. I'll say,
We have been slighted. You have just seen the things that have just happened with this Dragonborn. I must really
Yes.
make it clear to you that what happened there was a slight upon ourselves.
Yes, I
we
believe
were
so.
attacked by them. we tried to defend ourselves, and on trying to leave, trying to escape from then what came in terms of a large dragon, ancient dragon, if I'm correct. We had people who were basically, I'm not going to hold off anything. I think you can be trusted, especially if you were Sandrin, with Sandrin. We were to be led here by a party of individuals, and basically we came under attack. We were able to hold off most of the attack. I think that they had assistance, we had assistance from them, but when a larger dragon came, I was left for dead, and they cleared off, they fucked off, and left me to die. So they were guides, but they were guides only so far as they were happy to save their own skin. And I managed, obviously I'm here, so I survived. Let's put it this way, they didn't survive. They had a duty to uphold, and they abandoned us because it was convenient to themselves. You can make of that what you wish. So when this individual has come for the Azure Queen, yes, it seems to be related to this dragon, but there's other forces in the city. I don't know if you've seen the posters, which are looking for us for the killing of these individuals. It was entirely, as far as I'm concerned, self-preservation. These people did not hold our best interests at heart. They held their own interests. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
They were Marxists. I'm a Marxist. These pieces of shit. Yeah. Basically, we were abandoned by these other guys.
Yeah. But I cannot claim to know the ins and outs, but the three of you have given me no reason to doubt you. Your friend Raylark even saved my life after that explosion. Very well, I will assist you in your task.
If you're a good person, I will have your back, but I must make very clear this is just how I am as a person. And I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I have not spoken to anybody else about this, but I don't know why I'm speaking in your accent. I find when you speak, I'm like, yes, I must speak like this. Yes. I must make clear is that how I view this world, if people do good things, people do bad things, and there are certainly things which are done in this world, let's say, which are good and bad. And sometimes the bad things are good things, and sometimes the good things are good things. Haha. So, basically, what happened to us, we hoped that there was people there to help us, but they were not there for us completely. And if you're a good person, I will be here for you completely. As I am with Fenton, as I am with Raylark. They are good people. I will always be there for them. But as I say, there's people who have their own interests. I am not if their interests are not my own interests or the interests of people who I care about, I will not be there for them.
I understand. That is I strive to be a good person, I believe, so I hope we will have no issues. I do understand, needing to make dark choices in order to do good. But I believe overall we are in agreement.
I don't know if I agree with dark choices. Sometimes you have to make choices which are not things which would please most people, but sometimes
Yes.
death is a necessity. And that is not I would not choose personally to do things like that, but so sometimes it is to say a necessity.
I would agree.
I bow my head.
I boy back.
All right.
The priestess says, "Can you move from the street?" I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were still standing there.
I cast Fireball. How dare you interrupt our conversation?
So you are still standing, though, at the site where this has happened. You've made your statements, and he has recommended a direction.
No.
Just because
We
it's-
were en route. I don't want them listening into this. And then, like, 3 seconds, like, fucking 10 sessions later, you go, oh, by the way, they were listening in and they say, I heard what you said. And it's just like, no. You've already had your
Okay, so you were
position.
talking
You already
and
had
walking.
your positioning for us to be lightning attacked. No.
So you're walking and talking.
Correct.
Yes. Nothing had moved. I have no indication.
Well, we looked at
So I
this
just
place.
moved
I presume
through.
we were going there. Like it was.
Can I also ask, just mechanically, as while the investigation was going on, would that be considered a short rest?
That would be the beginning of your short rest, and so by the time you've made it to here, it's probably been close to an hour. Yes.
Okay.
So if everyone would like to, you can take a short
Can I
rest.
clarify if that was a gas exchange happening in my lungs?
For clarification, no, that was all one breath. Everything you just said was in one breath.
Very good. My alveolus is spent. Yeah, I'll take a short rest.
You have incredible lung capacity.
Yeah. Oh, I'm dying.
I'm going to use 2 hit dice.
Where's my hit dice at? Where?
You know what? I'm just going to roll the second one, even though he doesn't need it. A 13.
Let's,
Oh, wow. A 25 across 2 hit dice. So Raylark is just good to
I'm
go.
gonna take just 2 hit dice.
He is. All right.
I'm back 2 seconds.
2 and a
2
1.
seconds.
Well, I'll be right back as well.
No problem. Reminiscent of Minecraft, this music.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm willing to make this quick. What I want to do, because I presume it's en route. Unless anybody else wanted to do anything.
It is on a route to the castle, yes, taking main roads.
Well, if we arrive, are you wanting to role play the whole thing, or I'm happy to just explain what I want to do?
Yeah, so if you arrive, you find that it is a shop right next to a blacksmith, but the actual name of the shop is called Blacksmith Odd and Ends because it is owned by a man named Blacksmith. It was very amusing for me when this happened.
That does not inspire confidence in me that they will do what I want to, but all right. If that's where Jacquard is taking me, where Jacques is taking me.
Yes, Blacksmith Odd and Ends.
I'll say to him, actually, I'll say to Jacques, I'll say,
is this a printing works? It seems to be for more tool making.
I didn't hear that last bit.
Tool making?
Pillow making.
Tool.
Oh, tool making.
Oh,
I can't change that voice.
So
This is how it is. No, yeah, I can't fix it.
Oh, wait a minute.
yeah. It is right next to a blacksmith, but it is not the blacksmith.
Is this better, tool?
But it's called, what was the name again? Sorry.
It is right next to a blacksmith, and the name of the store is Blacksmith Odds and Ends. But it is not a blacksmith.
No, this is the place you're looking for. The name is quite confusing.
Yes. Well, I won't be too long. I just have something I need made up.
And I walk in.
Mm-hmm. And there is a middle-aged tiefling man minding the counter in there.
Okay, I walk up to him. Is he attentive? Is he?
Yeah, he's he was busy with some work at the desk, but as soon as you walk up, he's like, yes, can I help you?
Yes, hello.
A customer.
Yes, I would like to hope I am a customer. Yes, we will see. I need some posters created. Are you able to?
Oh, yeah.
Are you able to make them from a description?
Yes, of course. We can make anything you need here at Blacksmith's Odds and Ends. Anything you might
It is a
want.
wanted poster, so I want to be clear that you're happy doing that.
Poster's a poster. We don't know why you want it, but that's up to you.
Yeah, well, there might be questions asked in the future if, based on what I'm about to ask.
I mean, you're not asking me to do anything criminal by printing a poster, so I've got no questions.
Okay, well, as long as you're happy enough, that's fine.
Oh, yes, always
do
happy.
my legalese here. I need a picture, I need a poster made, a wanted poster, for Adolf. I just wrote Adolf Hitler.
Someone's got to get that guy.
I just wrote Adolf Hitler in my notes. Adolf.
What's his name again? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm tempted to let you sit on that
fuck
one.
You. Like, I'll make a roll. See if I remember. You said it like so many times. Let me check my previous notes.
Adolfo's Quero.
Yeah, Adolfo's Quero. I did write it in my previous notes. I just wrote in this one, Adolphus Hitler. And then I wrote, actually, that's Quero. I can't even read my own handwriting. Yeah.
How do you mix up Quero and Hitler?
No, I wrote Hitler and then I wrote Quero below it.
Adolphus Quero. Wanted Adolphus Quero at the top, and then I want a picture of him, and then I say, I want it to say below the crime, and the crime is breach of contract and
Common thing, yes, yes.
crimes against humanity.
All right, all right. And how many of these were you looking to make? 500, 2,000?
Well, how much is it for them to be made?
Well, paper is pretty cheap around here. We can do that for less than most towns. So, each one would be a silver piece.
Okay, so how much is it for 500? Just
500 silver pieces is 50 gold.
okay. Yeah, I can do that. 500. 50 gold.
All right. So you want a wanted poster? There we are.
No, I want to be clear.
So I express how he looks, and I think I clarified that previously in terms of the description of what this guy looks like.
Yes. So you can try and describe it and see how close he's able to come. If you want to make let's do a performance check. Oh yeah, you're very good at describing him, very precise. And what you see is as he's building out this poster magically, the image keeps changing and moving until it gets to what you're satisfied.
All right, so
with
I can
as
see
far as
what
the
he's
description.
building. All right, okay, so
He is building this magically in front of you.
okay, so I
Yes.
say on the basis of the roll.
Yeah, that seems to be pretty close.
And
Is there any reward for?
this could be get dicey. More dicey than what it is. I'll say
The reward is from bring to the nearest guard station for reward.
So there's a warrant. Or would you like to leave reward money with us and we can just direct them here?
so I presume if I say there's a warrant, that basically right, so if there's a reward, that implies that kind of it's just me making it up, but if there's a warrant, that's what the guards have decided that he is wanted. So can I recall in terms of any in my mind, I kind of recall that what this guy was doing was not appropriate. Like it was kind of
Yeah, so they are not a legal organization. Yeah, they are a criminal
yeah.
organization.
So
But they're well known and even work with the members of Free City, the council.
but we're not in Free City, so and I'm disseminating these.
But you're not
I'm
in Free City.
disseminating these posters here. So I'll say because this is going to fuck up his little route to here. So I make it clear to him. I say
This is, listen, this is a criminal organization, and that anybody who is
I want to amend it. Actually, I'm going to say to the guy, hopefully this is all right, because he's already started doing the work.
anybody associated with the Cladari, that Anybody who is basically bringing people to here, it is based off a criminal organization associated with Adolphus Quero, and that basically any person seemed to be bringing people into this city should be directed to the authorities. And the rewards will be given to the city. Or to anybody who anyone suspicious who seems to be bringing people in should be directed to the nearest guard station or person of authority.
There's your poster. That would be for 500 copies, 50 gold pieces, please.
That's fine. Here you go.
And I give him 50 gold pieces.
You receive 50 copies of this poster that you see on screen.
That was 50 gold?
Or 500 copies, sorry. 500 copies for 50 gold.
So 500 copies.
It only takes them a minute to produce.
Posters. Of Decade.
So-
I gotta write in that. So, yeah, okay. So,
yeah,
I walk out, the rest of the party holding like this giant stacks of paper, and I say to them,
This will only be a minute.
I want to make an investigation roll to find. Sorry, I just saw the other one, the poster above, because that's kind of come up.
Oh, you just saw it? I've been building it the whole time as you described it.
No, I'm using Theater of the Mind, Dungeon Master. I am not.
I have assets.
So, okay, sorry. I have just been working in my mind. So, yeah, so I'm going to make an investigation roll to find any sort of like street urchins, people who seem to be running around, like, you know, like people who are like extra, read all about it on the newspaper sort of people. Yeah, and just to try and find people, disseminate these, give these out, and the point to be given is to give these out, disseminate these around the area, put them on, go into establishments where they have boards, put them on the boards, yeah.
Yeah, make an investigation roll. See if you can find someone. We'll resolve that quickly.
Yeah, because I don't want this to take up a huge amount of time. So.
Yeah, so there are already people passing out posters and flyers for events happening throughout the city. It's not difficult to find someone who could, for a little bit of coin, pass around your wanted posters or hang up a few of them as they travel around passing out.
So, a bit of coin, do I need to give anything out? I'm happy to give out like...
Another gold would be sufficient for 500.
All right, okay, okay. So yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, they're not creating anything. It's not all that expensive. This is someone already walking around passing out posters.
Well, I was wanting to be more elaborate than that. So like, give this to somebody who is like has a network of people who are willing to so it's more widespread. But if I think that one person can do that, I will allow it. I am here. I want to be clear, is that I am seeding like complete like contempt towards this individual and his group. So like, I want this to be widespread as possible.
So if you want it throughout the entire city, let's up that to 10 gold, and they will make special trips around the city.
Yep, certainly can do that. So I'll take off. So I'm at 20 gold. This has been like 60 gold, but yep, well worth it. I will fuck these boys up. And I'm going to pay for it, and we're all going to pay for it, but yeah, fire them around everywhere. Basically, I'm hoping for a fucking embargo against these assholes trying to bring people in.
Yep. So you have scattered posters around the
Happy
city.
with that? And I have nothing else.
Anything
I have
else?
nothing.
Well, and I was going to say for the rest of the party, anything else at this general store? They seem to be magically capable of producing items, so they probably offer other services as well if there's anything you are looking for. So, nothing for you, Fenton? Nothing, Jock?
I'll back a second.
No.
Nothing for me.
No problem.
Mm-hmm. I have my bow, and that's all my mother ever told me I'd need. Just keep your bow.
Does your mother have any other sayings, Raylark?
Well, my mother once told me that an arrow flies best through the air. So don't shoot them into the ground.
That was perfect.
I had to come up with something on the spot. I got nothing. I got nothing. Hey, Matako does this all day. He improvs stuff. All right. So if there's nothing else you guys wish to do at the store, you can certainly continue to guide them. There's a main road that leads directly up to the castle from the 5 Points intersection where you are.
I'll keep on going that way.
Mm-hmm. You guys should all be able to control that token, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just keep on moving up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as we're going, I'll say, so Fenton, where are you from as well? I've learned a little about the others.
I'm from an island a ways away, long ways away. I don't remember what it's called, but
Ketmount.
what was it?
Ketmount.
Yeah, that. I staffed the lighthouse for quite a while. Kept it. It's an interesting time. I just spent all the time alone.
What brings you out here?
Well, I went to, it was Lochdoon, right?
Lochdoon?
Yeah, I went to Lochdoon. So I was looking for any trace of my father who was captured, presumably enslaved, when I was quite young. When I was quite young. And then, well, I don't know how much Sendrin has told you, but I heard voices in my head.
Nothing.
Right when I got there. Right when I got there. And there had been an explosion. I was told to find Jeanette. And I don't know. Now I'm here. We went through a lot. There was a very intricate, very involved event, I guess you would call it, where several of us were chosen. And we went through a portal to Free City and have been primarily trying to get here to investigate the Emperor's death. Although we lost 3 years somewhere, I don't know how. I suspect
Odd.
somewhere in the White Forest.
You've all had quite some adventures.
Hmm.
Very strange bedfellows. You'll make for interesting traveling companions.
We should have asked the Dragonborn why has he pursued us for so long, because it's been so many years. That's the perils of alcoholism. So well, Sláinte.
Yep. You were asked if you had any questions.
Yep, well, I'm not disputing it, but we didn't ask that question. If only real awkward say, oh, fuck, he wouldn't have asked that. As my mom used to say.
No.
Fuck's
Oh,
sake.
Kurt had a perfect Raylark. Not really Raylark, but all the characters kind of coalesce. There's the perfect as my mom used to say.
He tries to punch the door and he breaks his wing. Oh yeah, no, like all his characters are sucking into one.
That's how I get rid of that flying speed.
yeah. For God knows, you're more benevolent than I am. I'm like, fuck you, player. You fucking die in your sleep. I don't know why. That sounded kind of more Jordan Peterson there for me. Yeah, anyway.
By the way, can everybody make a D100 roll? This is not a die in your sleep roll, but
Okay.
I hope I get 100. I got a 1. Halfway there. Whoa. Time to die in my sleep.
hold on. So, Scrackington, you might notice there's no parentheses on yours. You typed DD100, so it doesn't know how to interpret that.
Oh no!
So you didn't actually roll a 1.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so fun. Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll that again. There you go. 22.
Roll it
11,
again. There you go.
81, 14. Yeah.
Roll it again. Okay. Roll it again.
All right.
Yeah!
He was gonna keep rolling until he got that 1.
It didn't take that long. Oh no! If only that 68 was a 69, that would have been the best possible ever occurrence. Oh Jesus! Right, go on.
Yep. So I've made note of that for future reference.
I'm doing my 50 rules. You cannot count them.
Nope, I just made note of everyone's roll for future reference. That might come up later.
Hopefully,
but yes, you continue. You continue down the road toward the castle, being guided by Jacques. It's a main street. He was just asking about Fenton's background. So if you'd like to continue.
I'd say probably, conversation ends as we get close to there.
As you approach the castle, it is, as I mentioned, up on a hill. So there's going to be a winding path just to the south side of it that leads you up that hill toward the castle gates on the southeast side. Castle gates right there on the southeast side. And so you are able to freely walk up toward the castle. There doesn't seem to be any sort of restriction about people approaching that. That doesn't seem to be an issue.
No guards or anything.
There are no guards along the winding path that leads up to the castle's gates.
All right. I let your car lead because he knows the crack.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'll go up. I'm assuming I'll know where a guard checkpoint is at some point up here.
Well, that's the question. Have you ever been to the castle before?
I probably wouldn't have tried to go in. I'd probably have come this way, taken a look, and gone back.
Mm-hmm. In which case, you wouldn't know anything beyond the gate being at the top of this hill.
Okay. Well, I'll just lead on up. Until...
Yes. So as you are making your way up the hill, there are small statues and monuments lining the hill. You can see the figure of past rulers and past both emperors and like lower aristocrats that have contributed, heroes that had made their name in Sierra Lane. And as you're going up this hill, I'd like Scrackington and Fenton to both make a history check for me. And I will do one for Raylark as well.
It's the Baron. Ha ha ha. Doesn't help my eyesight. History.
And as you're heading up the hill, you do see something that is incredibly familiar to you. And Raylark perhaps spots it and recognizes it first, but you'll recognize it as well, Scrackington. And he goes, I've seen these people before. The 13 of them. We saw them
in the tomb.
13 heroes. Yes, in the tomb.
Yeah.
That's right, Scrackington.
That wasn't my character voice.
In the tomb. Yeah, in the tomb.
Yes. Yeah. We've seen these 13 heroes before. My mother told me once a story.
Please don't believe this in this new character, because if we tell him next session, he'll bring it in.
No, I was joking about the story thing.
My idea, of course. My recollection is that at that time, we couldn't work out a specific thing about this. There was something about it that when we looked in that we couldn't work out. I can't remember what it was. Was there objects that we took which we couldn't correlate, or there was something to do with? There was something in. It was a temple of death. It wasn't the temple of death. I don't know what it was. Was it like a ruin or?
It was in a ruin just outside of the ruins of a temple of death, both of which had been buried by time. Yes, you are completely correct. So I'll just give you that.
So
one.
there was something when we went in there, and there was some sort of puzzle in there in terms of there was an image of people and in sort of relating to what you had said, but we couldn't. This is just not in terms of what we're looking at now. It's just kind of bringing it back to me now. Is that there was something about that where we couldn't work it out? There was something like we were looking into something and they had an image and we couldn't work it out. Does that ring a bell to you?
So it was a particular chest that you spent a long time trying to figure out how to
probably
open.
Yeah.
Yes. And you eventually figured out that it was just a rotational puzzle that you had to rotate
was that thing
things.
I'm thinking about, yeah.
Yeah. And so inside of that, you did find some equipment that you still carry to this day, but it also had the carvings of these particular heroes in a similar
I tell
design.
you, the brain is a funny thing because I can vaguely remember that, but like, how was that, like a year or two ago? Like
almost 2 years ago, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So you see a similar inscription and or engraving, I should say, on one of these statues or plaques of the legendary heroes that you had found previously in that tomb. And that is along the path leading up to the castle. And that is where we can end this particular
Yeah,
session.
this seems like more relaxing next session. So, and he's not here, so it's kind of fortuitous that we maybe stop here.
Yeah.
All right,
Good session.
I'll bring us off here.
A lot of things happened.
Found out we had stalkers,
Mm-hmm.
sort of.
At least 2.
What the fuck is this?
Wait, what do you mean at least 2?
So